y'all, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie, and this is my first YouTube video. If you saw just a little bit ago, I was drinking. If you saw just a little bit ago, I was pouring my protein shake. It is Premier Protein. Flavor is peaches and cream. There are 30 grams of protein, 160 calories, 1 gram of sugar, only 3 carbs in one shake. So I am currently on a mostly liquid diet, and that is the reason that I am making my first YouTube video today. So today's date is Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, and I am 6 days away from having bariatric surgery. So I wanted to make this YouTube video instead of telling everybody in different ways. I just thought this would be the best way to share what I have decided to do recently and the journey that I've been on practically the entire year. I am having the SADI, which is a modern version of the duodenal switch, which has been performed for years. When people ask me what surgery I'm having, I typically just tell them that I am having the switch in short terms. And how I explain it is, the switch is a mixture, is basically the two most popular bariatric surgeries combined into one, similar to the gastric sleeve surgery, where they shrink the size of your stomach of about the size of a football to the size of a banana. And then the second part is similar to the gastric bypass, where I will have my small intestines looped and connected to my new stomach in a way where I will only be absorbing about 25% of, let me just confirm that. So the small intestine is about 700 centimeters long, and when they reroute and reconnect my small intestine to my new stomach, my new digestive tract will only be 300 centimeters long. So I will only be absorbing less than half of all of the food that I consume in that small pouch. So a little bit more information about my surgery. I have been going to, well, it's actually a complicated story. I started my journey in February, and I was visiting Bryan Bariatric Advantage, which is part of Bryan Hospital in Bryan Medical in Lincoln, Nebraska. So in February, I decided that I wanted to have officially proceed with the bariatric surgery journey. And it took a lot of research on my own, nobody else involved, and several hours on YouTube, TikTok, Google, Facebook groups, just doing as much research as I could to see if this is something that is really worth it. And what really did it for me was a lot of people in the Facebook group specifically, they continued to post saying, you know, my only regret was not doing it earlier because they were middle-aged, had already had kids, grandkids, and they wanted to extend their life because they had several comorbidities like high blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea, things like that. And although I don't have any of those, I'm on my way to that at a very young age, and I don't want to regret not doing this as early as I possibly can. And another thing I wanted to mention is my faith has grown so much in this process. Doors have closed left and right. And let me tell you, I have many other videos on my journey, about my journey to come to the point that I'm at right now. So what I did was I talked to my boyfriend, Aaron, just to let him know what I was planning on doing. And this was about in March when I finally felt comfortable just to open it up and start having the conversation, because one thing many people will tell you on this journey is that it is far from easy. This is the hardest decision I have ever had to make. It's going to be extremely hard on my body, and it's going to be a lifelong change. And what you have to commit to stay alive is very strenuous, and so you have to be dedicated. So it has not been an easy decision. And I don't want to miss my future due to injuries. I have gone through a million different back issues and pain in my body due to my weight. I have been incapable of doing several different things. And mind you, I've tried. I have lost anywhere between 50 to 70 pounds at one time and then gained it all back plus more in a very short amount of time. It has taken a huge toll on my mental health. It's been a battle. I've gone through so many different loops, but that is truthfully another story for another day. So anyway, I started the journey and I had my first consultation with a bariatric surgeon at the beginning of April to start the process of getting that surgery approved by my insurance. So anyway, in June, Aaron and I were blessed with the opportunity to move to Liberal, Kansas. Aaron got a great new job, and I got a promotion within my company to work remotely. So we bought a house. We moved to Southwest Kansas, not knowing anybody, and things have been great so far. Well, we moved to Liberal, Kansas, and I was approaching my 26th birthday in August. And as you guys know, when you turn 26, you are no longer legally able to be on your parents' insurance. And I was planning on having surgery by then. They were going to be able to get it done quickly so that I could have it covered fully because I had really great insurance. But that didn't work out. So I got onto my own insurance through my company, and I did more research to find out who I wanted to or where I wanted to get transferred to. I considered staying with Brian because I knew the nurses, the staff, the surgeon. But from Liberal, Kansas to Lincoln, Nebraska is about 8 hours one way. So I did not want to have to go through that because I would have had to make that trip to Lincoln like at least 3 or 4 more times, and that would have been awful. That would have been terrible. So I did the research, and I landed at Panhandle Weight Loss Center in Amarillo, Texas. And Amarillo, Texas is only about 2.5 hours of a drive south of here. And I was introduced to my now surgeon. His name is Blue Schneiderjohn. Did I say that right? His name is Dr. Blue Schneiderjohn, and he is by far the biggest blessing that has ever happened. Honestly, since being introduced to that staff, how well every single person has taken care of me, how open they've been with all their communication, I have been so grateful to have been introduced to them and discovered their capabilities in their facility. He was the one who taught me about what a duodenal switch was and what the modified switch that they do in their office and the results that they've had. I have a lot of weight to lose, and he is very confident in me, and I've gone through rigorous exams, tests, psychiatric evaluations. I have done an endoscopy where they stick a camera up your nose and they observe your esophagus, your stomach, and the beginning of your intestinal tract. Yeah, I was awake for that whole thing. I got numbed up in the back of the throat, and it was weird. It was weird to say the least. But from even the patient coordinators to Kyla, who works in the supplement center, like where you get all your products, like your supplements and your protein shakes and cookbooks and snacks that are bariatric surgery approved. All of these people have been such a blessing, and I am so thankful to have found them. my last visit with my dietitian and my nurse practitioner was on November the 2nd. It was a Monday. And immediately following that last appointment, we submitted it to my insurance company, and it took not even a week to get back my results that I was approved. And the earliest I could get in was Monday, December 6th. And so, yes, 1 week from yesterday, I will be having my switch surgery in Amarillo, Texas. I'm very much looking forward to this, but I am also very terrified. You know, there are so many complications that could happen. But one thing I've done is I have prepared my body. I have done everything I can to make sure I'm going to be strong through this process, and I'm going to be able to leave home with minimal issues and be feeling like myself in less than a week. So I will be leaving this coming Friday, December 3rd, with Aaron, and we will be driving down to Amarillo for me to meet with my surgeon for the pre-op appointment, and then also with the hospital and the anesthesia team for all my tests, blood work, COVID test, and any other things that they need to work out. This could not have come at a better time because Aaron's best friend Patrick and his fiance Rachel are going to get married in Weatherford, Texas on Saturday. And we will just continue on down there Friday night, do the festivities on Saturday, and we will take back off to Amarillo on Sunday. It's really, from Amarillo to Weatherford is only about 5 hours, 4.5 or 5 hours. So it's not too bad of a drive. We'll do that on Sunday. And then I will be meeting my mom in Amarillo. She has to drive a little over 6 hours down there. We're going to meet there on Sunday night because I will be having my surgery bright and early on Monday morning. A week ago from yesterday, so this is week 2, I have been on my pre-op diet. The first week, what it entailed was about 2 protein shakes a day and 2 meals a day. So the meals had to be 4 ounces of protein and about 1 cup of vegetable. And then I could also have a snack here or there, like sugar-free Jell-O or cheese, jerky, meats, things that are high in protein and low in carbs. So I actually started that last Monday, and then I stepped on the scale yesterday morning. So 1 week after, and I had lost about 9 pounds this week just by cutting out all carbs and limiting my portion sizes just to prepare. I have been eating pretty low carb for the past couple months when I knew that my surgery was going to be approaching. So I've been preparing a little bit, but it was not too bad at all. Even through Thanksgiving, you know, turkey is a great protein. So I had turkey and veggies, and I made a sugar-free low-carb dessert, and it was a hit, and it was so fun to enjoy that healthy option. Starting yesterday was week 2 of my pre-op diet, and that's a different story. I have to have a protein shake for breakfast, lunch, and another protein shake for a snack, and then 1 meal, which is the same as the others, 4 ounces of protein and a cup of veggies, and then I also could have 1 snack throughout the day. So this is my second protein shake. I'm recording this during my break at work. But yes, that is my second protein shake, and I will be having for dinner tonight. I'm going to have I like to make tuna, about 4 ounces of canned tuna, and I add low fat, about a tablespoon of low fat mayo and a half a tablespoon of relish. And then I'll have that with some veggies. I have some mushrooms and green peppers cooked already that I can just heat up for leftovers for that. So that's what I'm doing through Saturday. Yes, I'm going to a wedding, so it's going to be difficult, but I have the willpower and I can't not do this. So the reason they have you do this liquid diet beforehand is because you need to shrink your fatty liver so that there's enough space to work during the operation. And the smaller it gets, the less amount of complications that could come up. So, of course, I'm going to do what I'm told and make sure that I successfully get through this week. So, I am a little bit anxious, but I have a lot of things prepared. I have a packing list for both the wedding trip and for my stay at the hospital. So I need to mention that this surgery is done by such a great team. They actually have it. So my surgery is actually apparently going to be outpatient. They're going to release me later in the afternoon if I can keep liquids down and use the restroom. If I can just pee. And if anything happens to just be uncomfortable or I'm not feeling comfortable, they will allow me to stay a night, especially because I'm from out of town. But that is the plan for that. We'll just see how it goes. I have that week off from work and I am expected to return the following Monday. So I really wanted to close just by saying that I'm not hiding behind my surgery. I am accepting it and moving forward with it, and am going to be honest with anyone who has questions or wants to talk to me about it. I have decided to start making some videos just so that I can get more information out there, especially on YouTube, regarding the surgery that I'm having. I found that there are really not very many vloggers who talk about the switch surgeries. So yeah, I'm still wanting to be able to share my journey, talk about the pre-op diet, complications, my food choices, my vitamin schedule. Like, there are so many conversations that can be had. My journey up to this point, because like I said, it was rocky. So that's it for my video. I really wanted to thank you guys for watching. If you want to keep following my journey, please like and subscribe down below. I am so excited to be able to walk with you all on this as well, and wish me luck. Bye, friends.